We're going on the light side with the Kiwi Klan from 1987. A fun little comic. Hey everybody, it's FANzine Live. It's Tom. We're doing classic zines today. So we're going to take a look at The Kiwi Klan, issue number 5. And I believe it was 1987. I Wish I Knew Who These People Were by G. Annable and L. Chambers. And then G. Annable did the artwork. It was published by Wevo Publications in 1987. The Kiwi Klan is a cute little piece that you can enjoy on a few levels. We'll start with the story itself. These are Ernest Borgnine fans, 4 Kiwis. Probably the reason why there's 4 and being done in 1987 is we are looking again at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thematic spillover. It's a fun little piece though, and these guys love Ernest Borgnine, the actor, which gets to the story, which it's only an 8-page mini-comic, which means it was 1 page of paper, photocopied front, back, and then sliced in half and folded. Saddle stitch binding, 2 staples, real simple. This thing probably cost at the time, it cost 25 cents, probably cost maybe 10 cents to make, 5 cents a side. So, it says, my name's Orak. I'm the leader of the Kiwi Klan. And notice that it's K-L-A-N. It has nothing to do with the Ku Klux Klan. I just want to make that point clear. This is by no means a fascist operation. Or it's just, I think they use the K because of the Ks and Kiwis. It was a quiet afternoon. We spent it watching reruns of Airwolf. We had taped on our VCR. Who remembers Airwolf, the helicopter TV show? And how we obtained the VCR unit is another story. Most of the Borgnine scenes were over on the episode, so I decided to get out of my chair and check our mailbox. So they watched Airwolf simply to watch Ernest Borgnine, which I think is hysterical. The only letter was from the Ernest Borgnine fan club we had joined. I calmly took out the letter and read it. I couldn't believe it. Look at the look on his face. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was the best thing that had happened to us. We won, guys. We won the trip to go see Ernest in person in California. And so the other 3 Kiwis zip away while Orak is holding the letter. Before we get too much further, I do want to point out, we're looking at a mini comic here. And there's been some discussion online with a 1/4-page mini comic. What can you meaningfully put on a page? And somebody said probably from a sequential art point of view, probably somewhere between 2 to 4 panels, or really 1 to 4 panels. But you can see this is a good 2-panel piece. This is a 4-panel piece. And I think they're both pretty good. The lettering is not too small. Obviously, it's hand done. You're able to have a little bit of shading, a little bit of backgrounds, but not too much. The thing I like about what Annable does here is with their establishing shot, simple wood grain, wood panel walls, very indicative of the 80s. And then you can see that they have, just a little bit of shading for their chair and for their TV and for their VCR. But then on these ones, you can see that they mix up the shading. You got some nice cross hatching here, some regular hatching for the shading here, sort of an angular type thing going on with that one. Almost a manga style action lines coming off there. So lots of good visual variety, which I like a lot. I do like the transition between reading and basically the same image, more or less. He might be a slight bit larger here, but basically the same pose going from reading to the excitement. And then you can see with this one, from the excitement holding it to the confusion still holding it. I like the transitions. And then even here. So you've got 3 in a row. Standing, standing, standing. Same image all the way through. Well, ain't you coming? We hopped the nearest cab down to the airport. We used the plane tickets from the letter. And in a matter of a few hours, we were in our plane ready for takeoff. And the plane eased into the runway and ascended into the air. Again, just enough establishing scene. You know, most of an airline seat, the close quarters of the airline seats, so you got one right next to them. That's enough. That's all you need. The plane was very comfortable and the guys were enjoying the ride, showing the 4 Kiwis all next to each other. I couldn't help but let my eyes wander over the seemingly endless clouds. It looked so peaceful. I felt like and then you can see, it says, "All right, man, get down on the floor." You can tell that he's been jolted out of his bliss. We're only in page 4 here. Silly me, I should have known something like this would happen to us. So you've got a bad guy, a hijacker type, and you better stay down if you know what's good for you. Cute accenting in the script. Well, I decided to sit at first and see what they were up to. Bad choice. Gunfire erupted from the pilot's cabin. So he's down. He says, "I gave Mac the order to take out the single terrorist on the outside deck." So Mac the Kiwi kicks the terrorist, knocks him down. Mac put him down quick and took his AK-47. "Oh, we decided it'd be better if he stayed out for a while." Chud. I'm not exactly sure what they did there. Probably just banged on his head or something. We then proceeded cautiously toward the cabin, and you can see the 4 Kiwis going forward. They've got the AK-47. They smash it open. I do like using the wide panels, almost a cinematic type look, and they use it a lot in this. So it's either 1 wide or 2 wide. I don't think they do anything 3 wide. Yeah, they don't, all the way through this. So he smashes it open. Shock. The pilot's bleeding. Dead. That's the issue 5. Wevo Publishing out of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And that, my friends, is the Kiwi Klan. Nice piece. I don't have the future issues, so I will never know what happened to the Kiwi Klan, whether or not they made it to visit with Mr. Borgnine. But there are some wonderful lessons in this from an art perspective. I think that's really always good, even in the silliest of stories, you know, like this. You can find good learning tools. And yeah, it's kind of a fun little piece. The Kiwi Klan, number 5. Here on FANzine Live, this is the Classic Zines video. Let me know what you think. Put a thought in the comment if you're so inclined. Don't forget to like the video. And of course, subscribe to FANzine Live because you don't want to miss anything that's coming down the pipe, especially when you can mix it in with stuff like the Kiwi Klan. Have a great one, everyone. I will catch you next time.